And I'd always been involved in training and fitness, and I was national champion at the time. I was boxing, training twice a day. I was always super fit, and like to the point where at 14 I was sparring grown men and stuff like this, and like I was known as like people just like joke and call me man child, so I was built like a man apparently. And anyway, finished the school, I get this leaflet off one of the teachers, said you should look into it, you should become a personal trainer, and it's for people 16 to 18 and you get it for free. I was like, what, I'll do that. So anyway, goes into it that summer after my birthday. It took me, it was a 12-week course, and then you had to do like 6 months like work placement. And I've done that, dead thorough, and it was boss, it was really good. After that, I went for the next year, we done the level 3, and that was even better because obviously I remember when we made Craig Burgess, his name was, and we were like, oh mate, we're gonna make loads of dough, we're only 18, we're gonna be on £30 an hour. And at the time, it was like £6 an hour, it was like Bruce Lee's, do you know what I mean? And then from there, we got qualified, we both had a placement, and it was for, I think it was 6 or 9 months we had to do in Lifestyles Millennium, and that isn't there now. We done it there together, it was boss. We had a good time, cracked on and stuff like this. And yeah, just got a taste for it, you know. From there, went into, tried a gym called, once I was fully qualified, that is, I tried a gym called LA Fitness, and basically they fucking rinsed me. Basically, I was only what, I was 17, turning 18 when I was qualified, and I joined there, and they're like, okay, your rent's 360 a month, you're going to do your hours, you do 12 unpaid hours plus 360 a month rent. I'm like, okay, cool. Didn't know the game, do you know what I mean? And I build my client base up and this, that, and they go, oh look Matt, by the way, this is like my 3rd month. They're like, oh by the way, we're going to put your rent up, it's going to go up to 550 plus your 12 hours unpaid. So I'm like, what? You're going to charge me like £190? Like, I'm not even 18, like, what are you on about? So anyway, I've swerved them. Next minute, I'm like, okay, I'm going to take my clients and go to the gym group in city centre town. Long story short, they basically said like, look, you're, what is it? You're always 2 months rent, and we're kicking you off. Your clients are contacted to us anyway. So all of a sudden I had no clients, and I owed these like grand 1,100. So I was skint on the dole, freaking scrounging around for jobs and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, I'm like, fucking hell, I failed, you know what I mean? And I tried in L1 a few months later, got myself back, sweet and all that. Tried again, and I remember just being dead nervous to speak to people. And I picked up, but I didn't do nearly as well as I could have. But if I'm honest, I just didn't have the confidence to speak to people. Yeah, so anyway, from there, things didn't go as well in the gym group, to be honest. I weren't that busy. I ended up with like 6 or 7 clients. And then I moved to the JD gyms, because I was working the doors for a while, worked the doors for about 2 years. And then I remember being on the doors, and I got in this big fight, and I was sitting there and I was like, come on, you can do more than this, do you know what I mean? Do the PT job that you got the qualifications in it, just give it a proper go. So after that shift, that Monday coming, I went into JD, and I seen a guy, Mike McGuire, top fella, nutcase, but a top guy. And I bounced in and said like, look, any jobs going? He went, listen, I'll speak to the manageress, lady called Kate Prescott. And I went in, applied for my job, give it the CV. I didn't hear back, but I'd been training there for a year anyway, so I knew everyone. So every time I'd go in, I'd have a word with Mike and say, what's the score? Any news? Followed up. Ends up giving me a chance. I remember being dead nervous. Everyone was top level coaches in there, like, and it was for years. They were the best of the best, some amazing coaches. And in my case, I was like, okay, I'm going to become one of them. Gets into it. I remember my first day, and I was like, okay, I've got to make 10 clients within this month to break even. So I'm like, fuck, let's go. We're going for it, do you know what I mean? Anyway, it gets into the first hour, 2 hours. I'm in the gym floor walking, I'm in my uniform. And where I used to always lock me kit, I've put all my stuff in, and I've seen a guy. I was dead in it, my chest was gone, my throat was there, I was like nervous. And I've said hello to this fella next to me. And he must have had a bad day or whatever, and he just looked at me and went, go away. And I swear to God, I've never felt so little in my entire life. I thought, mate, fuck this PT, this ain't for me. I ain't made for this shit. The fella just told me to go away, man. It was embarrassing, I was disheartened, I was gutted. Anyway, I go to the front, and I'm sitting there and thinking, fucking hell, man. Lick your wounds, like, come on, you'll find a way, you know. Next minute, I seen this couple who were in the gym group, and I say hello to them once or twice and that, and anyway, they went, "You PT in there now?" I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, what, so how long you been doing it for? I said, I was in the gym group, but I moved to JD. He says, it's my first week. Next minute, she went, do you want to PT us? So I picked up 5 clients first day. I was like, fucking hell. Just after, I was that close to giving up, you know, I swear to God. And if there's a lesson that you're going to take from this video, is just at the point of despair, yeah, that's when you've got to keep fucking going. I swear to God. I can't tell you how made up was, man. I remember, I don't even know, I went home and told my man, and it was like, fucking boss. And picked up, they ended up doing really well. I think the lady who's with me, I won't name names just because some people might want to be named and stuff, but she ended up losing 2.5 stone of body fat and put on like 1.5 stone of mass and building the shape. So she got like outstanding transformation, and this happened for months and months and months on end. And then I ended up one of the busiest in there alongside another coach who was there, and it was basically I was who's the most busy and doing the best. From there, years went on. I had mentors, mentored other coaches, and it was a great success. So yeah, that was the reason for it initially, was because I wanted to make money, and I thought, what better way to make money than to get people in shape. I was already in shape. People used to freaking skip me for having crazy genetics and all this. Thought I got a good background in fitness, and yeah, gave it a go. And to be honest, I always had an extensive level of knowledge, because with boxing there was a time where I got me fucking ass beat. I got battered by a kid who I was a lot better than, and it was solely because I was more interested in going to park with my mates when freaking they'd all be getting drunk. I wouldn't drink or whatever, but it'd be there and you'd be trying to chill with all birds and all this sort of stuff. And I was more interested in doing that than training for my fight, and I got found clean out for it. And after that I was like, nah, not with this. I'm gonna get fit, I'm gonna get strong. And I started studying strength and conditioning and nutrition and all this aspect.